Hey there everyone, welcome back to this playthrough of Dishonored. So last episode we kidnapped Anton Sokolov, and you told us where to find the Lord Regent's mistress, who we neutralized. And
Although the
since
time has
she is
come,
done for, all of the
everything we
Lord
have done,
Regent's
everything
pawns
that
are
you
gone,
have
and
done,
we are ready to attack him
served to make
directly.
this moment possible. The look.
Which Havelock was informing us of, but no worries Havelock, I got the picture. So we are going to head on down to Samuel and take care of the Lord Regent.
Hello,
I'd say it's
Trooper.
about time, wouldn't you?
I imagine you made that masquerade my favorite. I doubt that.
Ready to face the Lord Regent? About time we took care of my say. Long past time. This is it, Corvo. Your last memories of Dunwall Tower might not be good ones, huh? So maybe you can make up for what happened back then. It'll be a bit of a climb from the waterlock. Most important thing is killing the Lord Regent. Built himself quite a place at the top of the tower. Calls it his safe room or something. Crazy if you ask me. Another point of interest while I'm giving you the grand tour, Corvo. Broadcast control station here where all them announcements come from might be worth looking into. You ready? Next time I see you, the Lord Regent will be dead. And if not, well, it was an honor to serve with you.
Well, this sure looks familiar, huh? Although the last time we were here, it was under slightly better circumstances. So Samuel made an interesting observation. He said that the Lord Regent supposedly has a safe room up on the top floor that's filled with all sorts of defenses. If you have played as High Chaos Corvo, he will be located in that safe room, no matter what. But if you're playing Low Chaos, he will not be in the safe room. Instead, he will be in the main kind of center of the palace. Now, if you're seen, he gets moved to the safe room, so keep that in mind if you're planning on killing him instead of neutralizing him. But for our purposes, we don't even need to touch him because, well, we're just planning on neutralizing him, and to do that, we are going to talk to the radio tech. But first things first, we gotta climb up the waterlock, and hey, might as well grab a free bone charm while we're at it. Still hoping to get that, what is it called? Strong Hands or something bone charm that chokes people out faster, but it seems like we are just never gonna get it. Oh well. It's been a while since I'd done this mission, so I was kind of looking around like, where am I supposed to go? I can't quite remember. Maybe through this door. Let's take a look. Of course I say that, but then I get distracted by looking at the guards just to see where they patrol. And then I got worried because that guy said quiet, and I was like, oh my gosh, is he talking to me? Okay, so yeah, this door is a no-go. That would be an arc pylon. And while I'm sure it's easy enough to take out, I was like, there's got to be an easier way. Then I saw this ledge and was like, oh yeah, I remember. There is an easier way. You can just go around to the outside and cut across. So that's what I'm going to do. There is a tall boy that patrols this section, but honestly, it's not that difficult to avoid him. Just gonna do a quick save just in case. One thing to keep in mind with this game is it does take into account lighting. If you're standing in the shadows, you're less likely to be seen as opposed to if you're in the light, which is why a lot of times daylight missions are more difficult than nighttime ones. So this section in particular, there are a lot of shadows that will make Corvo less visible. And we're just going to hang out here until he turns back around. And he is never going to see us. So as I mentioned earlier, the plan is to cut across, which is precisely what I'm doing here, but there is a watchtower on our left there. So we are going to have to be careful when we climb over this wall not to kind of dawdle. We need to just keep moving so that that tower doesn't get a glimpse of us and put the guards on alert. So I just check that guy right there, make sure he's not going to be going up the stairs. And then I'm going to move quickly because there is a gentleman going down the stairs and I don't want him to see me. Now we're in a section where the guards don't really patrol. If you're playing on High Chaos, that is a swarm of rats that will hurt you, but since we're on Low Chaos, there isn't enough to be a concern. Luckily for us, someone did a bad job building this wall because there's a hole. And we're just gonna climb right on through it if I could, you know, not get stuck on the wall. There is a guard that patrols this section, so be aware. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna climb on up, and then I was like, ha, just kidding. He's alerted. So instead I take a step back, just so that I can get a better view of where he is. And then it's just a matter of waiting. He will walk on down these stairs, and at that point he kind of pauses in that little room on the left there, and I can just waltz on behind him. There's also some guards on the roof up here, so keep moving on this ledge. If you stay in one spot for too long, they will probably see you. And then that right there is the entrance to inside the palace. So all in all, that section was pretty easy. Alright, now that we're here, the first thing we'll see is the Lord Regent talking to some guards. Now, if we were playing High Chaos, he'd be talking to them from his safe room, but since we're playing Low Chaos, he's talking to them from inside the building, and he says he's going to retire to his bedroom. Well, luckily for us, it takes a long time to get there, because we are going to need to go into his bedroom and grab something. But as long as you are quick about it, he won't get there in time, and basically it'll be pretty easy to just avoid him. So we are going to remove this whale oil tank because there's an arc pylon up further ahead, and I don't feel like dealing with it. And we're just going to go all the way up these stairs. You could run in this section. I was just a little bit worried because there are some guards that can be patrolling a hallway up ahead, and I didn't want to get caught. This is the hallway I'm referring to, by the way. A guard can walk there, although they will not come into this specific area. And here is the radio broadcast center.
Please don't hurt me. You're here to kill the Regent, aren't you? Spare my life, and I can help you beat him. He makes recordings on audiograph, secrets, some that would destroy him if others heard. Played on this amplifier, his confessions would be broadcast throughout the city. He'll be ruined. The audiograph card you want is in a safe in the Lord Regent's room, but I was able to see the combination over his shoulder. 935. Trust.
That is a great suggestion, Mr. Announcer, and I will absolutely take advantage of that. So fun fact that I actually didn't realize until I finished playing through this game and saw the end credits, if you kill this announcer, he is replaced with a different announcer. And who voices that new announcer? Well, none other than Carrie Fisher of Star Wars fame. I know, Bethesda got Carrie Fisher to voice one of their characters and then just went, no, we're not going to have you, like, voice any protagonist or main character or anything like that. We're just going to have you voice a radio announcer that may or may not ever show up, because who's going to kill the radio guy? Probably no one. Yeah, they really dropped the ball there, but, you know, I'm sure Bethesda has their rhyme and reason for that. So anyway, that is the safe looted. As I said earlier, the Lord Regent hadn't quite made it to his room yet, so we didn't have to worry about dodging him. Now we're just going to head on back over and input the audiograph to the broadcasting center, and the Lord Regent's time will be at an end. Because, yeah, he did some pretty awful stuff. I'm going to let the audiograph run so you can get a better idea.
If I explain, then you will see I am not at fault. My poverty eradication plan was meant to bring prosperity to the city, to rid us of those scoundrels who waste their days in filth and drink, without homes or occupations other than to beg for the coin for which the rest of us toil. And it was a simple plan. Bring the disease-bearing rats from the Pandician continent.
Your head will roll for what you've done.
Care of the poor. I'll make you rich men if you just let me go. I beg you. Perfectly.
You nearly destroyed this city. No amount of money will undo that.
But the rats, it was as if they sought
Get him
to
ready for the walk
me.
to Coldridge
They
Prison.
hid from the catchers and bred at sickening rate. Soon it didn't matter. Rich, poor, all were falling sick. And then people began to ask questions. The Empress assigned me to investigate whether the rats had been imported by a foreign power. I knew that eventually So there was no other way than to be rid of her and take power myself.
She had to die, you see.
She had to die. Bringing about the death of an empress is not an easy thing. Giving chance to attack the plague with some real authority.
So yeah, as it turns out, the source of the plague, well, that was the Lord Regent. Yes, he decided, man, there are a lot of poor people in this city, and, you know, Empress Caldwin's actions, they're helping, but not fast enough, so instead of helping the poor people, I'm just gonna release a plague in the city and kill them, and it'll be fine. There'll definitely be no repercussions. Well, buddy, you done goofed, because the rats got out of his control, the plague started spreading like wildfire, and yeah, he realized when Empress Caldwin asked him to look into it, oh, I may or may not have made a mistake. Well, yeah, that's when he decided, she has to die so she never finds out what I did. And that was basically what led to the Empress's death. So yeah, Hiram Burrows, you are a true piece of shit, and I am glad that I just ruined your life. So we are going to swim on back to Samuel because I'd say our work here is done. There is no way that the Lord Regent can recover from that. And keep in mind, at this point in the game, there is still no cure for the plague, so that makes everything even worse because there's no reversal for what he did at this point in time. Alright, here's Samuel.
Is it all done? You ready to go back to the Hound Pits? Thanks to you, Corvo. All right, let's go.
So that is the Lord Regent taken care of. Overall, pretty simple. High Chaos is definitely more difficult than the Low Chaos route, so we got lucky.
Big changes. Makes me uneasy, to tell the truth. A small fry like me always gets the worst of it. But maybe it's going to be different now. Lord Regent is gone. The Abbey has a new High Overseer. I'm guessing our work is almost done. The others are in the bar. No doubt waiting to raise a glass in your name. Me, I think I'll just linger out here if you don't mind. Reflect on things while we have a moment. Congratulations, Corvo.
You know, we definitely did a good thing bringing down those who plotted against the Empress and putting Emily on the throne, but if Samuel's nervous, that makes me a little nervous.
Corvo! Everyone says you did something good tonight.
Yeah, I suppose I did, Emily, and guess what? I didn't have to kill anyone to do it.
Damn me, he's done it. Word is spreading all over the city. The tyranny is over. By this time tomorrow, Emily will be on the throne. After that, we'll clear your name and put everything we've got into rebuilding the city.
I wish there were more of a city to rule. Most of Dunwall is rats and corpses.
The Admiral's right, I'm afraid. Corvo, you did your job while the rest of us sat on our asses. Our work starts tomorrow.
Tonight, rest easy. Tomorrow, we crown an empress. To Corvo, the man who served to change the course of history.
To Emily Cole, and the new dawn rising for Dunwall and the Empire.
I will definitely drink to that. Alright, well, I'm sure this party is hopping, as they say, but I want to check on Emily because, well, Emily is quite obviously my favorite.
We're leaving tomorrow,
Oh,
aren't we?
that's a cute little drawing. Her tower with a little rainbow. I assume on High Chaos it's something awful.
Right?
Guess that's High Chaos for you.
You're not going to leave me when I'm Empress, are you? How many dresses will I have when I'm Empress? Callista says 100, but...
Hello?
No.
Corvo, are you not feeling well?
Starbucks smells like tobacco. Do you think I can order him to throw away his cigars? I hope I'll make a good Empress.
I think maybe I had a little too much to drink, even though I only took a sip, so I guess I'm gonna go upstairs and lay down for a bit. There's definitely nothing wrong. No, not at all. You know, just a little tipsy. It happens. Corvo Tana the lightweight, I guess. I'm just gonna make my way, and oh boy, we done fucked up. We done fucked up real bad. Oh no.
Samuel, you move like you've been drinking. Did the poison work its magic? Is he dead?
It better have worked. It cost me a month's profit.
Yes, sir. I believe Corvo has breathed his last. Just as you wanted.
You've done a fine job, then.
Remember, we need the body. If we come forward with the corpse of the man who murdered the Empress, we'll be greeted as heroes.
Yes, it'll grant us legitimacy. We'll be the men who rescued Emily and brought down the Lord Regent and his assassin. You'll see to the body, won't you, Samuel?
Yes, sir.
And what a shocking turn of events. The Loyalists turned their backs on us the minute we weren't any use to them. Wow, I never saw this coming.
I'm sorry something terrible, Corvo. But I only gave you half the poison. They were watching me and it was all I could think to do. I think you're strong enough to survive that. I'll put you on a raft and then I've got to ship out myself before they find out I've gone against their wishes. Snakes. They'll want to do the same to me as soon as I've outlived my uses. Hopefully you'll wake up and find your way out of this cursed city.
Well, at least Samuel still has our backs. Everyone else might have betrayed us, but, you know, he's still a good guy. So that's something, at least. The flooded districts. Ooh, this will be fun.
This is the one who was with the Empress when she died. Poisoned. Tivian stuff. Amateur work. He'll live. That's up to Dowd.
Oh good, looks like we're gonna finally have that talk with Dowd that I've been looking forward to. I'm sure Corvo has a couple words to say to that guy. None of which are probably positive. This is ominous. Oh, going up. Alright then. I'll see you gentlemen later. And by later I mean now, because I'm pretty sure they blinked up. Hey, I could blink too if you would, you know, give me an antidote or something. But that's fine, no worries. Oh, hi Dowd.
I know a great deal, bodyguard. I recognize those marks on your hand. A gift from your friend. The one who talks to you in the dark. Talks to you when you visit his shrines. I visited those shrines too. And I know what it felt like to shove a blade into your Empress. But I don't know you. Who you are, and who you fight for. You're a mystery. And I can't allow that.
Oh no, our gear that we don't actually need. Whatever will I do? Dowd, why? Oh, goody. We're here again. Outsider, where are you? Oh, not that way. I got a little bit turned around.
Here you are at last, in a ruined and drowning world, held captive by the man who killed your Empress, the assassin, Dowd. Your friends poisoned you and dumped your body in the river. Did they do it to protect themselves, so no one would ever know what they'd done? Or was it because they were a single move away from controlling an empire, and they knew you'd never let them manipulate Emily? Maybe none of these. Perhaps that's just the nature of man.
No, I'm actually pretty sure you were onto something, Outsider. I'm sure it was both of those reasons. Oh, hello. You don't have the plague, do you? Oh, those are sharp teeth. Okay, well, not the best situation for us to be in, but, you know, I'm sure Corvo's been in worse. We'll recover. So that is it for this particular episode. Next time, we will look into escaping this very shoddily constructed prison, and then I think we're going to teach Dowd a little lesson. Thanks for watching. Until next time.